up, y'all? It's your boy, B Savage. And today, I feel like going after Asselmo. You know, the guy with over 1,000,000 combined views. I forget what he says. He's an idiot, so I ignore him. But let's dig into this video.
Sir, you're not allowed to film in the library. You may film
What?
the artwork, you may film the facility.
Why not?
You cannot film people. It's just part of our policy because not all people want to be on your video.
Is this fun? Is this a private library or is it public? Do you guys get public funds?
We are a specialty district, so we do have the authority to run our business. We
I understand,
are under
but
the approval for the county commissioners.
do you guys get public funds?
I can't speak to that. I just know that
Well,
we do
that's-
have
that's
a
the ma-
photographer who has
that's-
a photography policy in place.
Okay.
And we do ask people to abide by.
I understand that you guys can set up policies, but if this is a place that is financed by tax dollars, we have the First Amendment. You guys have it right here in the library.
Would you like to?
Okay, one, you're an idiot. I mean, I just stop right there and end this video, but here's the thing. The Constitution is not 100% all-encompassing. There can be limitations placed on certain articles of it. You know, sort of like there are gun restrictions for felons like you. You can't own one. But according to the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed. See, there's this thing where common sense and civility and, you know, general intelligence take part in what our forefathers wrote. Also, 10th Amendment states can make laws, make policies for things not specifically covered under the Constitution. But hey, you know, there's a lot of words.
Speak to my manager.
Sure.
She can explain it better than
Sure,
I can.
sure.
So wait right there,
You can film the artwork, but you can't film people. Huh. Sounds like they're giving us wrong rules.
Dude, that's two things. Or actually only one. Don't film people. Translation, don't be a douchebag. I mean, seems pretty simple to me.
Right?
Orange County Public Library.
Okay,
Why,
cool.
what's up?
They're saying there's a policy that we can't film. She said I can film the walls, but I can't film people. That doesn't make much sense.
This is the policy.
This is your policy, okay? It says Orange County
Thank you.
library system strives to maintain privacy and comfort of people using library. Okay. Yeah, this is a policy, but this is not law. So we're not in a private
But
place.
The thing is, though, other things trump other things. Okay. So
Not our rights.
Marijuana is federally illegal.
Okay.
But when you go state to state, or even city to city.
But we're
it's
not talking
different.
about drugs. We're talking
We're
about
talking about a policy for this building.
what about our rights in a public place?
You can take that up with the mayor or someone else.
No, I'm taking it up with you because you're the one that's supposed
They
to.
don't want you to be filming in here. That's
Well,
what that's saying.
well, the thing is, sir, with all due respect, you're a police officer. You should protect our civil rights. We have freedom of the press. It's under the First Amendment.
Okay.
As long as I'm in a public place, there should be no problem. That's why I'm asking if it's publicly funded or not. They can put a rule, but the rule can't trump our rights.
So what is it you're looking for?
What does he want? Clicks and views. And to annoy people. I mean, really, that seems to be his only purpose in life. So, that pretty much sums it up.
I'm just walking around freely in a public building, taking pictures, working on a story about the library. You know, this comes from us, bro. We should be allowed to come here and video record and post videos on the internet about this beautiful library that we have here in downtown Orlando.
Okay.
It shouldn't don't usually go to libraries.
Hey, you know what? You probably should. But first you gotta learn to read. And not just, half a sentence. You gotta read a whole book. I know it's hard. I know words are tricky. But if you read them, then you start to understand everything that's going on in this world. And can understand, well, the full wording on poster 7 maybe.
But this is a very nice one and it costs a lot of money, so we have to make sure that our rights are being protected in this building as well. You see, these people are here with all the proper documents that state that we indeed have the right to work on videos and stuff right here. That when you want to learn about the Constitution, you go to the library and you ask. Yes, sir.
So we're giving you an informative moment that's letting you know that you need to stop filming in the library without the library's permission.
Do you guys own this place? Is it a private place?
So that is our rule.
Can I speak to your boss, ma'am? Because your rules,
So
you can set rules. Listen, ma'am, this is Auditing America with 130 million combined views on the web.
Okay.
We do this for a living. We know for a fact that we are allowed to be here. The Orlando Police Department also knows that we have the right to be in public areas. So, I mean, I encourage, if you are going, I'm sorry.
Our marketing public relations department.
I will, but
if you go up there right now and they give you permission to film, that's fine.
But the thing is, ma'am, you have the document that gives me permission right here. It's the Constitution. It's a Bill of Rights. We have freedom of the press. Yes.
So-
I'm not at Walmart, ma'am, with all due respect.
So we have a 3 strikes policy. If we give you an informative moment,
What law am I breaking
you
right
are
now?
breaking the rules of the Orange County Library System, which tell you that you cannot film in here.
You cannot
without-
set rules that trump my rights,
Okay.
ma'am. I'm not
So
trying to argue with you.
now I am giving
She's
you-
not understanding. Could you call your
Now I'm giving
supervisor,
you an
please?
You ignorant dick flute jackwagon. You approach the police officer. The librarian is giving you an informative moment. What reason do you need the police officer's supervisor? I mean, what's he gonna do? Be like, hey, you gotta listen to the librarian. So one, shh. I always wanted to say that like a librarian to some jackwagon. And two, listen to her. Go upstairs, see if they'll give you permission. They won't, because people deserve privacy.
Moment.
I understand.
And a verbal.
I understand, but
which
ma'am,
is a
I don't.
second strike.
No, I don't understand. I don't
And
need.
so with the second
Officer,
strike,
officer.
I'm gonna need you to
I'm ending my conversation with her, and I'm speaking with you now.
She's
Sir.
she's a supervisor here.
I understand, but you're the police, and this is a public place. She has no authority over me, sir. So I encourage you to please do the right
Well,
thing,
they're
or
gonna
call
want
your,
you- they're
or
gonna
call
want
you.
trespass.
So you
For what
already
crime?
have you-
For what crime?
violation.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to
Right
me.
here.
I'm gonna go ahead and step outside. I'm gonna go ahead. Listen,
Okay.
listen.
So you're
Would
not
you
playing
trespass me if
We
she
can
wants?
step outside.
Okay, listen. Am I being detained?
Can I get a supervisor over here?
Am I being detained?
Did I say you're being detained?
Well, she's insisting on trespassing. I don't know what your mindset is,
Well,
but
it's kind of like the the situation with like people not wearing a mask or whatever.
Correct.
So when that first came out,
You
people
said you
were,
went to the library 101.
people thought that they were being arrested for not wearing a mask. Okay, that wasn't the case. The thing is, though, like a private entity like 7-Eleven, something like that, they told them to leave for not wearing a mask because that was the rules that they had.
But that's a private place.
They were being arrested for.
that's why over
for
here it says.
trespassing,
That's why
okay?
over here it says encouraged. They're encouraging people because you have the
No,
option.
I was just giving you an example from when the coronavirus first came out.
I have full understanding of public property and versus private property.
No, you think you do. Which is why you need to spend more time in a library without your camera so you can read a book, so you can understand that you can have limitations on public accommodations where you can't do certain things. Now, you are in Florida. Ron DeSantis has pretty much lifted any mandatory mask issues. So, yeah, you don't have to wear a mask right now. But he was explaining for when, before DeSantis did that. By the way, can you do some of these in Broward County so you can butt up with Grady Judge? Because I would love for Grady to get a hold of you.
If we were at Walmart, 7-Eleven, CVS, Walgreens, and they tell me to leave, I have to leave right away.
I got a supervisor on the way for you.
Awesome. I'm never nasty or loud, although the First Amendment protects me to say things that are not nice sometimes. But that's not my style. I treat people the way I want to be treated. So this is a public library. We can walk into City Hall with cameras. We can walk into the FBI building with cameras. We can walk in anywhere that's publicly funded.
Okay, Asselmo. Here, I will agree with you. It is a public library. And that public library has rules to protect the public. One of those rules is you can't film people in them. Hey, I'm enlightened.
What's the deal with this building? They say I can film the walls, but I can't film. That makes no sense.
That's on them, man.
Well, sir, it's not on them. It's on you. You're supposed to inform her that, ma'am, there's nothing you can do about him taking pictures of in a public place. You understand? There's no crime. You can't just point at somebody in a public place and trespass them for no reason. You know what I'm saying, officer?
He knows what you're saying. Not sure whether or not he agrees with it, don't really care. But she had a reason. You were violating their policy. She very nicely gave you one warning. She started to give you a second one. And you wouldn't shut up. So, yeah, she has a reason.
He's on his way. Supervisor's on his way.
Do you agree? This is a public place?
That's not for me to.
Yes,
that's not for me to decide, sir.
It is. You're a police officer. You're the one that's protecting my rights, correct?
If a business doesn't want you there, sir, that's their right to.
But that only applies to a private business. This is a public
Sir, the
place.
supervisor's on the way. I'm not going to get into it with you. I know what you guys do, sir. So
Sir,
I'm not going to engage in the conversation.
Am I not saying something that's reasonable?
The supervisor's on the way. To you, sir, that if a place doesn't want you there, that you have to leave, sir. If it goes against their policies and everything.
Did you know?
The supervisor's on his way, sir.
Okay, no problem. But you guys all need to learn that we have the right.
Supervisor's on the way.
I understand.
Okay, supervisor's on the way.
We have the right to be there. It's not a matter of they want you gone. Unless I've broken the law, I haven't been disorderly. I haven't been disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we've been starting to run around and have the call after call after call after call now. So.
You see, guys, that's why we have 130 million combined views on the web. Thousands watching.
Okay.
We're not breaking the law. She said step out. I was nice enough to step outside and wait for a supervisor, although I didn't have to because I was in a public place engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
You went outside to wait on the supervisor that you requested. If you actually didn't want to be a douche, didn't want to be a worthless sack, well, you wouldn't have requested the supervisor. You wouldn't have gone in there with a camera and tried to film people. Just add to your spank bank.
Freedom of the press, First Amendment. As long as you're not breaking the law, you can do whatever you want in a public place.
Okay.
In there is the same thing as over here. I appreciate you guys calling the supervisor. He should be informed. And if he's not, wow, this is going to be seen by a lot of people. And it's unfortunate because the Orlando Police Department has been doing a great job lately.
Appreciate that.
On First Amendment audits. I mean, you guys already have at least 500,000 hits on the internet just in my channel. What's up, folks? Now we have a lot of police officers over here for a guy with a camera.
Beta!
He only requested a supervisor. Actually, he could have handled it himself. He's a police officer. How's it going, brother? Do you agree that that the library can set a policy on video recording, although it's publicly funded and we paid for it? Do you agree that they can just kick you out? They say I could film do you agree with that? What about freedom of the press and our First Amendment right that you swore to protect? What about that? Nothing to say about that. Do you understand that we have thousands watching, sir? We just want you to do the right thing. This is sad. It's sad that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers, nobody standing up for the Constitution, for the First Amendment. I mean, come on. Come on. You just stare at me like I'm crazy. You have thousands of comments of people agreeing with me. What are you going to think about that? You should you don't care.
Well, guess what, Asselmo? He ain't the only one who doesn't care. I don't care. My subscribers don't care. Schrodinger's cat's 100,000 plus subscribers don't care. Basically, as far as your existence, we don't care. The people that agree with you are brainwashed idiots. But I'm gonna cut this video here because I can't stand him anymore. But thanks for everybody who watched. Press that like button, subscribe, tickle the bell for notifications. Yeah, I said it. But ISY MFS.